zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Ward. Hard throw. Incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They're going to try and throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
To the 43, 2nd down. From the 43, here's the 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 37. In motion, the tight end. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Ward. And his throw here's incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Ward. That is caught. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. Back to the ground. Anderson.
Logan Hall is there for the stop. 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
To throw is Ward. To throw on 2nd down. He's got Anderson right side.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Operating from the gun, Ward. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
In motion right is Addison.
Ward now looking to throw on second down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Ward.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Brian Branch with it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
These 2 teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the double. Yellow. Yellow, go. Red, yellow. Cut.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Right. Hey, move. Red, cycle. Ready?
Ridder throwing on third down. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
97.
Ridder going to change it up.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. 10.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Gibbs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This is a 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Ward to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go street. 79 Bronco. Come 19.
Back to throw. Ward. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Set, ready.
Ridder looking to throw on 1st and 10. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Striker, 3-3. Strike 2. Set.
On first down, Ritter. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, cut.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now Ward, a final shot before break. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ready.
2nd and 5.
Green Jack. Ready.
Ritter back to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Black Ultra. Black shot. Zoom black. Shot. 17. Edo blue. Set cut.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Moore. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Ward. And now here's another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Smash. Red. Ready?
He'll look to throw.
He'll find Williams on the slant.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Fight 60. Blaster 6. 6. Mega. 10.
Ritter to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A Ritter's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys open.
And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions extend their lead yet again.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Down. Set, go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ridder on first and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Claws red. Cut, cut.
Ridder now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And now an audible here into something else.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Let's go. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that.
And now here's another interception. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, go steal.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Check smash. Go pink. Steal black. Check cut.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Yellow, blue. Blue, strike. Strike, strike. Ready?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
And they'll move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Red, yellow. Hey, go Fury. Hurry, hurry. Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Let's go. Fight, white. Smash, smash. Say.
First down, here's Ritter. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one.
And now here is another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Let's get it on the field. Check. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Ward throwing after the interception. And my goodness, another interception.
Inside the 20.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that.
Ritter has it knocked down.
And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Slide through. Ready.
Ritter.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready, go. Green Jack. Set, go.
Ridder will set up to throw it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession.
And now here's another interception.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, check, make it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Ridder from the gun.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
He's got a man complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Working from the gun, Ridder.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And quickly, they get to the line.
Ridder, he wants to change the play here.
2nd and 14. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
3rd and long now, Ridder.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ward. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Blaster, 6, mega. Claws red. Hut.
Here's Ritter. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Ritter. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This to Laporta, right side.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
52 blaster. Set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 51, Vikings 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Ward. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ritter back to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Okay, right? Yellow. Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 58, Vikings 14. Jack Fox to kick off.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time.